A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We have already started here.
This game could flip on just how well Trent Alexander-Arnold can combine with his attack. I mean, so much depends on his ability to deliver absolute quality.
And he started his career in central midfield, of course.
Yeah, a position some say he should go back to accommodate the fact that he is always in the opposition half, something that has been experimentally done with varying degrees of success.
Gahey tries to clear. And it's Bellingham. Over to the left, back into the middle. Mendy. Oh, nice touch. And here's Rodrigo. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Semenyo. Vinicius Junior, and it's played forward. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. And here's Foden. Ignori. And here's Haaland. Haaland!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice physical challenge. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Haaland. Cherki. Haaland. Chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Decent chance! Good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodri wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Haaland, he's onside! Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. He'd have done well to reach that. Valverde. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, good ball. Tries a shot! Alexander-Arnold gets it away. Lovely feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Semenyo cuts out the pass. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's found him in space. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz goes forward. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Aim forwards. Tries a measured ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Glory. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Cross to the back post. And that has been cleared. And it's Rodri. And here's Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mendy clears it away. Bernardo Silva. Gehi gently done. Shoots! A real chance and a real let-off. Time and again they are repelled. Haaland, now he's off and running. Glory. Haaland. No foul, says the referee. Rodrigo hurtling down that right flank. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Mendy. Great defending, strong and determined. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Mendy. Very nicely done. Now who's going to be first to this? Rudiger. Looks to the other side. Bellingham. Valverde. And he goes cross-field. Oh, this looks sharp. Valverde. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Matches Nunes. Early ball out from the back. Up towards the front line. Moved on forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. That's Valverde. And it's Valverde. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he spark a counter here? Rodri. Cherki. Foden. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham gets a foot in here. That is lovely. Rodri. Nouri. Out to the right. Was just lacking in accuracy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Semenyo. Alexander-Arnold. Really well manoeuvred.
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Real chance! And that is out of play. Here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Rodrigo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Alexander-Arnold.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Haaland chasing after it. Mendy. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Valverde. Gehi driven forward. Gehi shifted upfield. Wants a look and plays it forward. Gehi cuts it out. Bernardo Silva. Rodrigo, nicely aimed pass. And it's played forward. Semenyo played out towards the right wing. Bernardo Silva. get a throw in. Chooses to go back. He is just caressing the ball. Cherki. Played towards the other side. Rory. And here's Foden. Foden! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's good play. And here's Bellingham. And it's Mendy. Mendy, oh, good spread. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And he's there to clear it. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodrigo, aim forwards. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Mendy, and here's Rodrigo. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Moved on forwards. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Donnarumma, long ball by the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Quick ball upfield. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe, spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham. It's run loose here. And here's Rodrigo. Takes a shot! Goal! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well timed, excellent interception. Gehi forwards and with intent. Played towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cherki. That's very neat. Played out to the right. Bernardo Silva delivers. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And he cuts out the supply. Lofted upfield. Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham plays it in. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business. Donnarumma, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Nouri. Cherki. Showing good feet. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Valverde. And here's Rodrigo. Valverde swings it across. That's a throw. Climbs up big! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has been cleared. Foden carries the ball down the right. Rodrigo wins the duel this time. Semenyo. And here's Haaland. Haaland laid out to the left flank. And here's Foden. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's a loose ball. Oh, that's neat. And here's Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Bellingham. Bellingham with the delivery. Out to the left it goes. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Mendy. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior laid out to the left flank. Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And here's Rodrigo. And that has been clubbed away. Rudiger shifted upfield. Mbappe.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's Bernardo Silva. Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Bernardo Silva. Haaland chasing after it. And he's heaved it away. Haaland producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cherki. We expected better, and so did he. Rodri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mendy. And it's played forward. Oh, red, nice interception. Semenyo, aim forwards. Chouameni. Bellingham. Bernardo Silva. Yehi. Yehi, gently done. Moved on forwards. That's been drilled forward. Haaland finds himself offside. Courtois sends that a long way. Bellingham! Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cherki. And it's Bernardo Silva. Semenyo picks it up out wide. Out to the right. Semenyo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior, aim forwards. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That is a little undercooked.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Valverde. And it's Mendy. Valverde. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. It's Mori. Over to the left. It'll be a throw-in. Cherki. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. A chance to play it in. Asensio, good-looking ball. Rodri, over towards the opposite flank. Asensio, shifted upfield. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Cherki. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great chance! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the shot! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Rodrigo at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Semenyo. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Semenyo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Semenyo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Valverde chooses to go cross-field. Bellingham gently done. Ruben Dias clears it away. Rodrigo. Valverde. Rodrigo. Ah, such a clever touch. Rodrigo played out towards the right wing. Defending of the desperate variety. Played it again. Gehi clears it away. Mendy does really well to win the ball there. Vinicius Junior, spread out to the left. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the left it goes. And he shoots! No mistake! Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
It's a really, really good goal, and not just the way he finished it. He had to read the whole situation as it developed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's nice. Foden. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Haaland! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's played forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Quality ball. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Vinicius Junior. And it's Mendy. And here's Mbappe! Interception. His positioning was spot on. Matches Nunes, made up towards the front line. That's really well manoeuvred. Ruben Dias can get it clear. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Semenyo providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. Nouri. Bellingham have it back and can go again. Rudiger, it's a sharp pass. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. Rodri over to the left. Now it's Haaland. Rodrigo, he's gone direct here. Gehi. Foden. Oh, sweet feet. Cherki. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Moved on forwards. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Rodrigo. Mendy. Muscular approach does pay off here. Foden. Aim forwards. Proves too strong. Foden was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham gets over and intercepts. Rudiger, oh, there's a probing ball. Ruben Dias, gently done. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Semenyo. Rodrigo wins the duel this time. Valverde. Bernardo Silva. Time to deliver. Bernardo Silva flashes it across. Oh, good spread. That's tidy. Hit into the middle. Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And they've got rid. It's a lovely, neat pass. Foden. And here's Haaland. Semenyo. Mendy has played it long. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. There are a few waiting for it. Hangs in a cross. Valverde! Ruben Dias. Alexander-Arnold. Brilliantly cut out. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Vinicius Junior. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. Rodrigo. That's really well manoeuvred. Semenyo. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Quality ball. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Rodrigo gently done. Ruben Dias is there and he can get that clear. Rodrigo. Valverde. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Mbappe has a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gehi shifted upfield. And that has been cleared. And he goes cross-field. Foden. Played out to the right. Bernardo Silva delivers. Mendy goes forward. And it's Bernardo Silva showing good feet. Rory. Out to the right. Oh, lovely feet, he is up he goes! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aim forwards. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bernardo Silva. In with the challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe played out towards the right wing. Rodrigo. He is just caressing the ball. Rodrigo. Out towards the flank. Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the shot's on here. And the shots! Keeper's got his work done. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not the best of headers. Haaland goes for a shot! That was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So is this the start of a comeback? Asensio, oh, there's a probing ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Valverde. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Very nicely done. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Can he deliver? Oh, that's neat. Bellingham played into the box. Keeper's got good distance on that. Clearly not happy with that. Foden. Tries a deft little ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Climbs up big! It's a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Courtois, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Valverde. Valverde crosses. Gehi gets it away. Valverde. Valverde with the cross. Foden. Matches Nunes. Haaland. Now he's off and running. Cherki. That's good play. Foden. Out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cleared without complication. That's a brilliant interception. Rodrigo getting this one clear. Mendy gently done. That's been drilled forward. Vinicius Junior. Mendy. Ooh, delicate chip through. Foden. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, it's played into the area. That's too far for anyone. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger driven forward. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Oh, it's a great ball here. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni, and it's Bellingham. That is lovely. Time to deliver. Bellingham plays it in. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Played towards the other side. Nuri. Bernardo Silva succumbs to the pressure. Mbappe. Valverde. Rodrigo. That's Valverde. Big chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Valverde brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Gehi forwards and with intent. Semenyo. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
And we are back on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that's nice. And it's Valverde. Mendy. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Valverde. Gehi. That's going to go a long way. Alexander-Arnold. That's really well manoeuvred. Up towards the front line. Rudiger makes the interception. It's a look and plays it forward. Rodri. Foden. Bernardo Silva chips it through. Haaland, what a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Foden played with Haaland!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Matheus Nunes. Marmoush. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Bernardo Silva. Ignoring. Nice physical challenge. And it's played forward. He has found a way through. Played out to the right. Searching pass he's played there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Alexander-Arnold, aim forwards. Rudiger, oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Semenyo knocks it out wide. Marmoush. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Haaland!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cross goes in there.
Foden. Rodri.
Semenyo.
Foden.
Marmoush.
Foden. Foden.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, nice touch.
Haaland! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Rudiger gets it away. Rory. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior.
Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Mbappe.
The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement.
Now that's well seen too. Chouameni looks to the other side.
Valverde.
Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Chouameni. Bellingham with the delivery. There's the shot! Chouameni. Bellingham. In it comes. And he thumps it clear. Mathias Nunes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Marmoush moved on forwards. Now it's Haaland. Marmoush. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Rudiger getting this one clear. Crossed in again. And it's Rodri.
Rodri.
That's very neat. Real chance here.
Vinicius Junior
Gets good distance on it.
Rodri.
Rory. Oh, good spread. Oh, such a clever touch. Chance to play it in.
Rodri.
Marmoush. Lovely feet.
Foden. Rodri.
Played out wide. Oh, sweet feet.
Foden.
Rory. Played out to the right. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And out it comes again. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Oh, it's come loose. And that's aimed into the middle. Asensio gets it clear. Dramini, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He can run onto that. Receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's nice. Out to the right. Mendy. And here's Valverde. Shot, surely! Rodri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Marmouche. That's really well manoeuvred. He's cut it out. Rodri. Marmouche. Rodri. And here's Marmouche. Foden. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Valverde. Chance! Oh, taken with style.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And here's Marmouche. And here's Marmouche. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe. Mendy. Valverde. And he goes cross-field. Always onto this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rodri. Rudiger shifted upfield. Can he finish? Cleared away. No way through, so he's having a shot! Foden. Pinged towards the front line. Semenyo.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He is great chance!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gehi. Oh, this looks sharp. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marmoush. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Matheus Nunes. Oh, can he get onto this? He's through here. Marmoush. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Haaland really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Semenyo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Foden. Rodri. Almost an hour gone. Mighty looking ball that. Rory. And it's Bernardo Silva. Is intercepted. This looks promising. Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Danger averted for now. Matheus Nunes, gently done. Asensio, it's a sharp pass. Gehi, long ball upfield. Tries to get it clear. Rodrigo takes control of it and he's on the move. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Mendy. Asensio. Oh, can he get onto this? Rodri. Marmoush. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Some good work on the right flank here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Played out to the right. Played into the middle.
Certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. Foden. Marmoush. Matches Nunes. Nicely aimed pass. That's a cute ball. He can get that clear. And here's Foden. Haaland, there's the shot! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Alexander-Arnold. Played towards the other side. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Foden. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. Rodrigo played out to the left flank. There are a few waiting for it. That's very neat. Bellingham plays it in. Ruben Dias with the clearance. And they can counter here. Matches Nunes. Haaland chasing after it. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Over to the left. Up towards the front line. That looks a good ball through. Oh, it's Haaland! This has gone, that's foul. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. Rodri. Guehi forwards and with intent. Bellingham. And that could set him on his way. Delivered in. And here's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Bernardo Silva does well to get it back. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That has been knocked clear. It's a throw-in. Mendy aimed forwards. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. And the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Rudiger. And that's put play to a promising move. Not Nunes, and it's played forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bernardo Silva chooses to go cross-field. Nouri.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Defending of the desperate variety. That's tidy. Gehi. Foden. It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Oh, this looks sharp. That was very necessary. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mbappe. Valverde forwards and with intent. Yehi moved on forwards. Time, excellent interception. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham shifted upfield. Yehi, it's a sharp pass. Asensio. Rodri. Marmoush proves too strong. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. Donnarumma claims it. And the danger passes. Rodri. Marmoush. Falling a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Nunes. Chouameni did want to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now it's Rodrigo. That's an excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Foden. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Courtois sends that a long way. Matches Nunes. Rodri, gently done. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Thinks one through, floated through, and a chance! He hits the net, and the comeback is complete! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's played forward. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe played out towards the right wing. Ruben Dias gets it away. Traoré, and here's Bellingham. So who's he picking out? It's really well cleared. Rodrigo, and it's Traoré. Now it's Bellingham. Surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Mbappe! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. How many? Just how many? We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances.
There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
That's going to go a long way. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Traoré. And here's Vinicius Junior. Wins the duel this time. Matches Nunes. Forwards and with intent. Alexander-Arnold. Mendy. Rodrigo. Cleared without complication. Mendy. Rodrigo. Oh, shot a goal! He has done it! They've got their lead back!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. And that has been cleared. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. Bernardo Silva. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Mendy shifted upfield.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Matches Nunes. Aim forwards. Oh, good spread. He's in space and looking for options. Bernardo Silva. Here comes the cross. Played out to the right. Bernardo Silva delivers. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bernardo Silva takes the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Moved on forwards. And it's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. Foden does really well to win the ball there. Marmoush. Chance!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Courtois, long ball by the goalkeeper. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Out to the right. And that has been clubbed away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Savinho.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's really well manoeuvred. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Foden. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about it.
That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. And he has been fouled there. A fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Rodri getting this one clear. Mbappe, great chance! That would have been game, set and match.
What a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Only partially clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yehi, and it's played forward. Oh, red, nice interception. Rudiger shifted upfield. Gets it away. Alexander-Arnold forwards with intent. And here's Vinicius Junior. Here's him, and the shot! That's a look and plays it forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been drilled forward. Asensio wins the duel this time. Mendy goes forward. Ruben Diaz, good-looking ball. Asensio, well, there's a probing ball, succumbs to the pressure. Foden, Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. A heavy challenge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bellingham. Trameni, aim forwards. Rodrigo. It's run loose here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vinicius Junior.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined. Trameni. And he's there to get it away. Rudiger, gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rory, they play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Foden. Now here's the delivery.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vinicius Junior.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Into the last 5 minutes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Valverde. That is lovely. Valverde. Oh, look at the space here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rory. And here's Savinho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bellingham. Always onto this. He's in a great position. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And there's going to be another change here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Alexander-Arnold. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Moved on forwards. Asensio. And it's played forward. Nachos Nunes. Driven forward. And that's been won straight back. Rodri. Ignoring. Aim forwards. Rodrigo is there and he can get that clear. Oh, it's come loose.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Foden. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Valverde. Mendy. Nice physical challenge. So time is nearly up. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's there to clear it. That has been cut short.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ruben Dias. Quality ball. And that has been cleared. Valverde. Rudiger. We are into stoppage time. Rodrigo done delicately. And claimed it back swiftly. Tchouaméni, and it's lofted through here. Doku. Haaland, now he's off and running. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. Delicate. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off. They are right into last chance territory. Foden. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. And here's Savinho. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, he's really drilled it. Rodri. Marmoush. Defending of the desperate variety. Final seconds, this has to be it. Marmoush. And here's Foden. Foden. And he goes cross-field. Big glory. Valverde wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni. Rudiger played up towards the front line. Doku. Nicely intercepted. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Played towards the other side. Decent progress down the left. And here's Vinicius Junior. Ruben Dias. Haaland chasing after it. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Alexander-Arnold. Asensio. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. There will be a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think...
Shapes to shoot! Deftly away. Savinho.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Haaland is onto it in a flash. Bellingham. Camavinga forwards and with intent. Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred. Foden. Savinho. Rodri. Rodri forwards and with intent. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played back to the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Calmly anticipates. Ruben Dias driven forward. He can get that clear. Gehi shifted upfield. Cleared away. And he thumps it clear. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.